How you gonna play hard to get if you hard to want? Not my words, but I love this line. I was binge watching tarot on YouTube and someone said that, and I started cracking up laughing because there's a lot of people out here who keep acting like they're so hard to get, but don't nobody want you. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. There's people who, when they go out into this dating world, they play everyone else's games and then they keep wondering why the results don't work for them. So for me, myself, I meet energies where they think they want me to do that whole like, oh, I'm gonna play passive, I'm gonna act like my wrist is broken up. That I don't like that. I like aggressive. I like assertive. I like people who speak up because it does it for me. It is what it is. So I've learned that there's people out there who are playing hard to get for no reason. It's like if you know that that's not the life you want, if you know that those are not the results you want, then why are you doing something that's aligning you with energies that are not desiring you or aligning you with energies you don't desire, right? That's why they say when you play stupid games, you get stupid prizes. So here's one of the things I notice when there's somebody playing hard to get, but don't nobody want them. No offense to anyone, I am all about liberation and doing what you want with your body, but I have no desire to get to know anyone romantically who literally has 18 different situationships. Why would I want you if you letting everybody else have you? That's not for me. But then you get these people's number or exchange or communicate with them and they doing all this, well, I don't know if I'm ready. I'm like, I don't want you. And then I move on. And then people come back around and do that whole, oh, how you been? I haven't heard from you. It's been a minute. That part, that playing hard to get. And it's like, baby, I already cut you loose a long time ago because you're not what I want. So that's when people start getting their feelings and getting hurt and per se becoming goons. I think that's what Nick Cannon said. Well, I became a goon. No, you became that way because you kept going after things that were not who representing you. And when you did not get the prize or the rewards or the expectations that you put into something that you didn't curate for yourself, that's when you get the, oh, well, it's not working for me, so let me go give bad advice to everyone else. Like that Love Island. I love watching that. This one of them things where it's like they did a pretty good job mixing. I'm gonna focus on the men, where some of them are on the brink of being emotionally intelligent and knowing what to say and do. And then the other half are dumb bros who literally follow some weird old paradigm of what men should do. And I'm like, those are high school little boy games. Don't nobody want you. Don't nobody want you. When I can see that literally you have no consistency, no discipline. The first person that walks up to you. So if I don't give you a little bit of attention the way you want and move the way you want, that means that you're just going to move on and dump me. That's cool. That lets me know really fast, really quickly when I meet people, their ability to, again, have autonomy. There's no disrespect in having fun. But if you're telling me that you want to get to know me or I want to get to know you, and we start going down that journey and you start pushing away and acting like you're so hard to get and you're so eligible, so am I. Everyone is eligible as long as they have confidence in themselves. It's not hard to meet somebody. It's not hard to get laid. I'm just saying it's not. So putting energy into the type of person you want to be and becoming the person that you want is going to most definitely attract the partners that you desire. I went out to the clubs last week and somebody said it and they were perfect. They said it just the way I need to hear it. They're like, I like open relationships. I like people to watch me. And that's that. And I said, thank you, because I won't be talking to you. No disrespect to what they want, but they helped me realize very quickly, you're not what I desire. So that's going to help us both skip past so many different obstacles and hurdles, right? Versus somebody else that I might meet and they're like, yeah, I eventually want to get to know someone and date possibly, but for now I'm focused on friends and going from there and doing the slow burn. That's what I want. That's what I desire. That's who I'm going to go for. So even if you don't think people are watching you, someone's always watching. I remember when I was younger, somebody told me that, and it was one of those things that stuck with me. And I was one of them young kids in my 20s, as you should be, out there hopping and popping and making out with everybody, do whatever I wanted to do. And I met a gentleman who was older than me. And I remember him saying, you're a beautiful, beautiful soul, but you're not mature enough for me yet. And I'm like, what do you mean? I was like, you want me, over here trying to play hard to get. He's like, no, like, yeah, you're beautiful, but you're giving it to everybody. I don't want that. And it wasn't a disrespect to say that I can't be liberated in my sensuality. He was saying that if you're going to be on the maturity level I need you at, you can't be trying to seek the attention of everybody. Attention is good. It's great when you can have it and handle it. But when you're giving attention to anybody and everybody, that's the part right there. How you gonna play hard to get when you're hard to want? That is not something that I ever desired. If you have analysis paralysis and you have a bunch of people on a roster and all that, I don't want that. I'm not attracted to that. I'll never be attracted to someone who is juggling multiple people. I am more attracted to someone who knows how to use discernment and dwindle it down when it's the time. There's nothing wrong with having a roster while you're out there being you. But when you're trying to dwindle it down to get to know someone, you have to make sure that that's what you're projecting. If you're trying to get marriage or a partner, you have to remember that's the part that everyone's saying, like, no, they should love me for who I am. They should. But once you get to that point of, okay, me and you are both going to agree to invest in each other, that's when you have to say, okay, let me start focusing on myself, of what I actually desire or want out of this connection. And not me playing hard to get to see if they're going to give me everything and see if they're going to break who they are just to then feed into my insecurities, right? Because that's how I look at it. If I'm constantly trying to chase you down and feed into your insecurities, you can say, oh, you want me now. You are gone a long time ago. The flip side of it is, it's good to preserve yourself that way, but over preserving will get you to the point where people are going to also bypass you too, which is what we're seeing on that Love Island with Cordell and Serena. I think she's beautiful. I think she's amazing. I think people, again, have to remember that you have to know what setting your boundaries looks like, because guess what? Now that man's obsessed with her. Now he realized once he went and smashed that other girl because she was easy and gave him what he wanted, not because easy is bad, but because that's just the point of it all. If you know that you can always get what you want, then you're not going to try that hard. But if you know that you can't have it, that means you're going to have to reflect on yourself and put some real energy into that, because that's what's going to attract in exactly what you desire. If you get to the point of being mature, Cordell could have avoided all of that, right? Could have avoided all of that if he was mature enough to see, I don't need to go chase somebody else to make sure that this is serious or that I want this type of person, right? If you know that about yourself, then you're going to not make a bunch of hurdles to jump over. If you don't know that, which is what they're showing, and that's the point of it, they have to grow and learn, you're going to make mistakes and make it messy, and then you're going to see the after effects of how you're making people feel. So that's why I say, you can play hard to get all you want to, but I don't care. If I am not attracted to your movements and how you move, it ain't going to work no way. So, do you. Love you.